Hi everyone. We were just having a lovely chat with Renee. We were talking about the industry. We were talking about game design. We were talking about education, career paths. So, it's pretty cool. We have our lovely Renee Beasley, who was a part of the Sucker Punch, who was a part of the Sucker Punch team, and was beautifully and magically dealing with our floppy head cameras.
Yeah, what is the title?
Yeah, what
of
is
your
the
position? Because to us, you're the HMC
there's
person.
There's so much more than that.
You do more, you do more than that.
Yeah, actually, getting to do the HMC stuff or the head-mounted camera stuff was a special treat because I got to like travel over and meet you guys and hang out with the cool people. But normally, I'm the title for the job is technical artist, character technical artist. So it's taking the 3D models and rigging them into the game primarily. But it ends up being a whole lot of like in between, slightly artistic, slightly technical stuff. And it happened to be that we were doing a bunch of face stuff. And so since I knew the face software and everything, that's why they sent me to help manage the cameras because I ran the software.
Oh, fantastic. So out of curiosity, Renee, like what's your background? Like as far as like artist, visual art, what do you like, what do you like as far, and then like how did you find your way into this world?
Starts out as like kind of an art background, went to an art university, but like a lazy artist, so I want to do it all in the computer. So
wait, I feel like I know a lot of digital artists, and like there's some of the most like like I feel like you could you might say that you're lazy, but I feel like other people looking at what you're doing from the outside would be like, that is not lazy at all.
Well, it's great because you get in the computer and it's like all this tedious stuff, and it's like, well, I could just write a script to do this 100 times for me. Why would I do it 100 times?
I mean, that's efficient, right?
Yes,
that's what it is. Like,
yep, it works out really well. So that's but the degree that I started with was in game design from Art University. Okay. So it's got you started, and then I got very lucky with some opportunities.
But you were also you sort of went into this world being like, I want to be in this world. Like you want to make games.
Yes. Yep.
That's awesome.
Started out, I want to do animation for games, but technical art became more fun. So it was just, but it was always kind of a games
going towards that direction. Yeah. That's awesome. I feel like that's such a great, I don't know. I love hearing that because I feel like I have a bunch of friends who are, like going to school, like starting to go to school for games that, are starting to like think of it as a career and wanting to like, and I think it's a thing that, thinking about like, hell, even like 30 years ago, like, the full 40 years ago, it wouldn't even have existed as like a career path.
Well, it's kind of wild because when I started looking for game design degrees, there was like 2 schools in the country that did that. And by the time I graduated, like almost every school now has a game program.
Yeah. That's
so it's just even just in the course of like 5 or so years, it expanded so much.
Yeah. How does I don't what makes like, so if with a game design degree, you sort of have to do you've got like the art end of it.
We did like starting from like charcoal drawing, and then they move you into like Photoshop and Illustrator, and then they move you into Maya and 3D, and then they teach you coding.
And then you have like the technical aspect of it, like so it's sort of you're getting it from all the sides, and then it's sort of like what do you like, or what do you stick to, like what do you is that sort of,
they put you in classes where you try a little bit of everything, and then so like when I went into school, I was like, oh, I'm going to animate for games. And then I tried a beginning animation class. And I was like, oh, I hate animating. I should try something else.
Oh, wow. That's really interesting.
Yeah. Do you have any advice? This is a question we all always ask. Do you have any advice for people who want to get into this business?
Yeah, we have a lot of ghosties that are
artists.
Artists. We also have some that are in the industry as well who are working on various. We had a couple of our ghosties work on Ratchet and Clank on the localization team, which is cool.
Ooh, yeah. I started playing that. That was fun.
It's so much fun.
Yeah. Good work, everyone.
Yeah. But yeah, any advice to people who are looking to go in that direction or explore game design as a career?
I guess just find, try a bunch of different stuff. If you can get like a beginner intro type lesson on a bunch of stuff, you can find videos on YouTube and stuff, and get just like dip your feet in a little bit of everything till you find the one that's just clicks and is what you are passionate about.
Yeah.
And
so
then go for it.
You also said that you started off as one thing, but then you've shifted into this technical animation stuff. And
Yep, yeah.
How like is that just I guess please forgive my ignorance, but what exactly is the difference?
The animators take a 3D model that has joints and controls on it, and they move it around and put it in poses that get loaded into the game.
Mm-hmm.
What I do is rigging, which is actually creating that skeleton and those controls on the 3D model.
Oh, so rigging is like building the bones.
Yeah, so if you imagine it as that it's like a puppet,
yeah,
then the modelers make the puppet, I put the strings on the puppet, and then the animators move the puppet.
So yeah, okay. That's really okay. That's a really the puppet analogy is now making is just sort of made my brain go like, all right.
Yep.
Cool.
There was a I think I can share this photo. I'll try and find it, but you guys keep talking. One question. What was your from all the experience of like working on Ghost, what was your favorite do you have a favorite moment, and why is it the moment when we played an escape room together?
My favorite moment. Well, there was this escape room that we did.
Tell us about this escape room.
That was I forced Rick.
Yeah.
I don't know if he had any fun. Him and Renee and a couple of my escape room friends.
Amazing.
That was a good memory. That was fun.
Yeah.
The first escape room I'd ever done. And we went into it, and Dice just like went to each puzzle and was like, "Oh, okay, this one and this one," and me and Rick were just following all along, being like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's sure that makes sense."
Smile.
I think Willa was in there. I think Willa played with us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
she's one of the moderators, and a friend of mine, and yeah,
that's amazing.
Because we used to work at an escape room. But
that was a blast.
Joking aside, do you have any other like I don't know if you can talk about it, but if there is like
well, there were some good times in the office when we would break into Nerf gun wars. That was fun.
Nice. What? That sounds like fun.
Yeah, the Nerf guns in the office are now currently relegated to one spot, and I'm so tempted to go steal all of them. Just like shoot people as they walk past the desk.
Oh my god. I feel like
just whenever you're starting to get bored or a little, worn down, you just go and attack one of the other teams. Just be like, okay, tech artists, let's go attack modeling.
How many teams are there? Can you talk about that? Is there a lot?
I'm trying to think. Probably in the like 5 to 10 different teams range, I think. In the studio.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Depends on how you break it up, because some of them have like sub teams within a greater team.
Right.
A little hard to...
And then also if you factor Legends as its own team.
Yeah.
Well, here
and
we
are.
Somewhere in that range. Yeah. But I will say some of the most fun moments were actually going and doing the VO shoots with you guys, because it was so different from what I usually do that it was like a refresher. It was definitely fun. And you guys have been great.
Yes, I was going to ask, do you still like actors after
after dealing with so fucking many of them?
No, it was great. It helped me, liven up a bit. I didn't realize that hugs could be so nice. I was never really into hugs, but then actors, they would all just come up and hug me. Like, okay, this is the thing we do.
I'm a hugger. I'm definitely a hugger.
Yeah.
I can't not. It's so funny. I wrote my college entrance exam or a college entrance essay about hugging and the power of human embrace.
Oh.
It got me into a bunch of places. Let's not lie. Like,
Yeah.
people love that. They love that sentimental stuff. You know. Add a couple big words. They were like, "Oh my god, emotional intelligence."
Well, it shows how lovable and like kind you are, but also smart.
Stop.
I just assume all Americans are into hugs, but I guess I shouldn't make that assumption.
I think that is partly more. I feel like it is culturally, we are more. I feel like it's more common here, and I feel like Americans are very drawn to it than a lot of other countries. Yeah,
I was gonna show this.
There's your face cam.
Yep, this is what you're used to.
That's how I've said dice 90% of the time.
That's how she's seen all of and me and my dumb face just up.
Yeah.
Hold on.
An infrared, slightly up the nose.
To you, we're all fish.
Hey, this is familiar, right? Is this more familiar?
Yeah. Oh, look, it's Earl. I thought I recognized
Earl.
I love it.